Hi, my name is Sam Shaba. I'm the Programs Manager at HoneyGuide. In this video, I want to introduce you to an organization structure. I want to explain what it is, why a WMA needs one, and how you can develop one for your WMA team. We at HoneyGuide are here to help you. And if you need to contact me for any questions or help, just email me using help@honeyguide.org. The WMA organization structure is the part of HoneyGuide's WMA management toolkit, a collection of essential management systems and tools that help to deliver the WMA to a level that is considered professional. They are tools that almost any organization or businesses should be using. These tools set up the foundation for the governing members of the WMA to provide oversight to their management team. They also help to empower the management, provide clarity on how their business should be conducted, and provide partners, stakeholders, and their governing body transparency on how management conducts their day-to-day operations. There is probably no better example than a football team to explain the importance of having a team structure. Have you ever wondered what will happen in a match with football team players that did not have the structure or positions for each player in the field? Just had the freedom to walk or play however they felt like that day, where it wasn't clear who is the goalkeeper, a striker, or a back defender. It would be a disaster. This team will never score a goal, and many football rules will be broken along the way. Now imagine your WMA management as a football team. You have the goals that you want to achieve, and you set up a team that is going to help you achieve those goals. Each player will play a really important role to help you deliver to your WMA goals. Therefore, each player needs to understand their key position and the role they have to play. Now, why do you need an organization structure? If you have a goal, you need a plan to get there. The organization structure is part of that plan and is a visual representation of your relationships and your team and the departments that will have to coordinate and work together. You set up your organization structure in such a way that it can perform the management functions that will deliver you to your long-term goals as defined in your business plan. Your team structure will depend on what you want to achieve, your goals. Knowing your goals and plan to get there, you will now need your team with individual skills to deliver the plan. The organization structure will work closely with roles and responsibilities of each position. With the organization structure, the WMA should be able to communicate both internally and externally on how the team is structured and who does what. The structure also brings accountability, helps enhance good leadership amongst your team, and motivates everyone to do their job. If you do not have a clear organization structure, it is likely that your team will be confused on what to do, leading to a state that nothing gets done right. There will be no accountability. Everyone's responsibility is no one's responsibility. Similarly, your stakeholders and partners will be confused on how to engage and work with you, where it's not clear how you're structured as a team. The organization structure is primarily a visual tool that shows how the team is set up and how different departments and team members relate to each other. It is typically drawn in a hierarchical chart known as organization chart or organogram, which shows the departments and their relationships. It shows key positions and reporting lines. For each position, the organization chart should answer the question of what the person's responsibility is, what their position is, who do they report to, and who reports to them. For example, in an organization chart, the officer will report to a department manager, and this department manager will report to a general manager. Information will pass along these lines from one to another, and most importantly, the instructions to do tasks will follow these lines. We might even have 2 or 3 officers reporting to one department manager. And when an officer needs to collaborate with another department, it will be the department manager who will set this up, discussing with the next department manager. And then instructions flow and reports returns using this same system. The organization structure will give your team more clarity, will help manage expectations, enable better decision making, and provide consistency. There are a few good websites that can make an easy job of mapping out your organization structure. The roles and responsibilities of each employee is another tool that provides more information on what each position in an organization structure is responsible for. So what are the outputs of this tool? The organization structure will be used to communicate to your team, your partners, and other stakeholders on how you work as an organization. The structure will look like a map. This can be communicated in several ways. It will be part of your business enterprise sustainability tool. It can be printed and placed in the walls of your office, at the ranger post. You can also print this on a large flip chart to use it in training your employees on leadership or any other HR related trainings. The roles and responsibilities should be printed, and each member of staff should have a copy of their responsibilities. These should also be kept in a staff files as a job description. It is a good habit to have this file for the manager or any other person in a team to refresh their minds on what the different roles of their teams are. The WMA regulation under Section 7, subsection 1 requires any WMA to employ at least a professional secretary who acts as a manager, as well as an accountant who primarily manages expenses and finances. The regulation also allows the AA to recruit other employees needed for proper management of WMA activities. In order to determine the needs, first you have to have a goal, the direction you want to take your WMA to. Only then you can develop a structure that will deliver you towards that goal. You will start to have a look at what activities you have in your plans and what the current team looks like right now. How does it need adjusting? Do not have too many people reporting to one person. Ideally, you should have between 3 to 5 people reporting to one person. Major areas of work will become departments. Common departments in WMAs include finance and administration, protection, enterprise development, including tourism, and lastly, community development department. You can have more than one department assigned to one person. In fact, you can have several areas assigned to one person. It all depends on how many people in that department and what the activities looks like. Sometimes you add new departments or employ new people as the WMA grows and the needs arise. However, it is advised to start small with the most crucial positions first. You will discuss with your team how they want to work, what they think will work, and then draw this out. You can use a large sheet of paper or even some online tools to draw your structure. Don't worry if it's not perfect. As you start to work together, you will learn that you can make adjustments to your organization structure when you think it will help your team to deliver the goals better. The manager needs to finalize with the team the organization structure and the roles and responsibilities, and then pass on to the AA for approval. Within the Honeyguys WMA Management Toolkit, we have templates of typical WMA organization structure, as well as descriptions of roles and responsibilities of common positions. We also have experts who are able to work with your team on developing your organization structure and defining the roles and responsibilities of your key positions. My name is Sam Shaba, and you can reach out to me if you need any help or advice as you're developing your organization structure.